This is a public service announcement from 5 to 5 Incorporated.
That's right, Throwback Rum from 2012. This PSA is to inform you that whatever is said here in the 525 Live podcast is the opinion of the guest, not the host or the show. We here at 525 Live want our guests to feel free in expressing themselves in order to give an entertaining podcast for you and a therapeutic experience for them. If you don't like what they said, take it up with them, not the show. You know who you are. Now, without further ado...
Yo, sit back, relax, catch a contact.
Bear witness to some biblical shit. But I hope you leave enough room for my fist, because I'm going to ram it into your stomach and break your goddamn spine.
Oh, you didn't know? I don't know what the fuck how to start this podcast. This is Sean Nova. Welcome to the 525 Live podcast. Of course, again, I'm Sean Nova, the voice of this podcast. If you don't know that by now, I mean, what the hell's wrong with you? But, yeah. I'm sorry, I'm chewing gum because I gotta keep fresh and shit. But my guest today is someone that you guys have been asking for a long, long time. He's one of the SVR Gods. As a matter of fact, he was part of the SVR Gods back in the day. He was,
Nobody knows SVR
Let
Gods.
me get to the goddamn thing, all right? Shit. Anyway,
yes, sir.
He was in K2L, MOD, EOE. He was a $1 million champion. He was part of AWALL, FAM Global Champion, ME World Heavyweight Champion. This man is full of fucking gold. Ladies and gentlemen, the One True Playa, Brian Debiasi. How are you doing?
I'm doing just fine, man.
Were you sipping tea or was that water?
It was water in a Coca-Cola glass.
Oh shit, you don't give a damn.
Yeah, I don't give a damn.
Now, of course, the normal question in this the tradition of this podcast is that, I usually ask people how they started off in the community because it's very interesting. Everybody has a different answer. It's not like, I just felt like doing it because that's bullshit. But, so how'd you start off?
Ooh, I had internet, and as you know, I have internet. Fuck, okay. I'm already fucking up, but hold on. We
all have internet. It's just something we all can come together and unite in effect.
That. I'm trying to think. I'm a huge fan of wrestling. I'm going on 20 years watching this damn thing.
I'm a lifer. My parents went on a date in the first WrestleMania, so yeah, I'm a lifer when it comes down to it.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I've always played the wrestling games, okay? And I went to wrestling forums back in the day and saw people doing like leagues and talking about a SmackDown versus Raw. And it was the first one. But I really didn't play that game online. It was only 1v1s. Mm-hmm. And SVR 06 came out. And I tried playing online, and I couldn't. Because everyone hacked that motherfucking game. Like, everyone. And it was just cluttered with freezes and all kind of stuff from the community on there. So I didn't play that game that much online. 07 came out. I didn't play that much online because it was the same damn thing with the glitches and hacks and stuff. People using Game Sharks and code breakers and all that stuff. And I was like, screw this. I'm not playing a wrestling game online again. And I bought a PS3 and I bought 2008. And I'm like, wait a minute, there's no Game Shark in here.
Oh, yeah.
There's no Game Shark for this system. Awesome. I go online, I whip ass. I was whoop ass back in the day. No, I'm playing. But I whipped ass. I was really good at the game.
You were whooping that ass.
Not knowing that I was doing all the cheap tactics. I wasn't a fair player. I was doing the unblockable stuff and...
We all were at that time because none of us knew better. We were all noobs. So
yeah, well, I was a bad one. I was a really bad one because I didn't give a damn. I didn't give a damn until
you're drinking water out of a Coca-Cola glass. So yes, you don't.
Yeah, I didn't give a damn. I didn't give a damn until I met a couple friends, and they just said, "Man, you got to go to the fair. You got to play fair." Mm-hmm. I'm like, man, I don't want to play fair. But
you played
I started playing fair. Huh?
You play to win. That's it.
Yeah. So, like I was saying, I was playing fair. I went on YouTube, watched the videos that they suggested to me. One of the guys that I watched was Raiden Inferno.
Oh, okay.
And if anybody knows that name, then you're old. Because he don't do shit no more.
Oh, man. Yeah, he's one of those... he's pretty much like a myth in this community now because it's so long ago.
Yeah. But I started watching his videos a lot. And I started watching another YouTuber by the name of EZ1 that still does WWE game videos. He does like live streams and streams him and his tag partner playing online and stuff. And I go in there and I'm like,
With
I
these
don't know
servers,
why.
yeah?
Huh?
With these servers?
Yeah, they're still doing it, and it like blows my mind. Wow, these guys are still doing it to this day. I mean, nobody's really watching them, but he don't care. He's still doing it. But yeah, so these two people played fair. Inferno and Easy One. They were most respected fair players in my opinion. So I became fair, and I wanted to be known by these popular WWE games YouTubers at the time, not the YouTubers that we got now that does like wrestling news and you know the YouTubers that are in FAM at the moment. Those YouTubers.
The car showcase.
The chocolate.
Chocolate? What?
No.
The pair of socks showcase.
But yeah, I played fair. I wanted to become known. I've always wanted to become known in this game because I thought I was a badass. And to this day, I think I'm a badass. No, I'm playing. I just wanted to become known, and I did my own way. I met a guy back in 2009. People probably know him as J2F, but I call him Worm. Small
Mr. Second
Worm.
Chance. Oh, hey.
Second Chance. Yeah.
Why do you call him Small Worm? Is that something
That was
you should
his
know,
old
or
YouTube account, and that was his old PSN was Small Worm.
why the fuck did he call himself that?
I have no idea.
You know, the human mind can only go so far with that name. You know, when you hear that name, you think of something else.
I know, and he never spoke. He never talked. He only typed. Never heard his voice. I don't think anybody in FAM at the time, when he was in FAM, when it first started, I don't think nobody heard his voice before.
You know what that means? That means it was a female catfish.
I was about to say that. But, yeah, I didn't have a recorder at the time. But I had a DVD recorder, actually. Not like a capture card. I had a DVD recorder, and I had a PlayStation Eye. And I used to make videos with a DVD recorder and then point the PlayStation Eye to the television and let Worm record it and put it on my YouTube.
Some MacGyver shit right there.
Yeah. But I really wanted to become known. I went out. I bought me a good computer. I bought me a capture card, Dazzle. Well,
nice.
That's the capture card. And
that's everybody's gateway drug to recording gameplay.
Yeah. And I just started from there, recording videos, and I started doing the mixes, which Inferno and Easy One's mixes got me inspired to do my own, and that's where my mixes started, was from them. And also Guns kind of inspired me to do all of this syncing with the mixes as well. So those three people are big influences to me.
Were you just doing like when you first did a mix? Was it just you with gameplay and the music going over it without syncing?
Yeah.
Okay.
And then I saw one of Guns' mixes, and I'm like, wow, this syncing stuff is really cool. And I did it. And I was like, wow, I'm so proud of this. I'm so proud of this mix because of the syncing. It made it so much better. And ever since, I started syncing every dang mix I can.
Guns was like, let me show it how it's done, you pussy! Oh, man, I heard that shit from a promo earlier today. Earlier this week, really. And that shit had me fucking dying.
It was a fan video.
Says, like, yeah, he always does that. He's like, you pussy! And it's like, it's supposed to be PG, but it's such a good catchphrase because the way he says it.
I'm surprised he's still in fam, dude. I don't hear about him at all.
He's
like, I don't talk to him. He don't have a Twitter. I don't even know if he has a Discord.
And then he still has a Twitter. He just hasn't been on it. He's like Rom.
Yeah.
Yeah, Rom.
Good old Rami.
This shit. The recluse Rom. But yeah, man. So like, you got into SVR Gods. Was that with the people that you just mentioned?
Oh no.
Okay.
When I first got into 08, I met a person by the name of Gamers2007. He don't play it at all anymore.
Okay.
There's a lot of people I can mention right now that, you know, people that played in the past will know, but they don't play anymore.
Everybody show your age.
Yeah, Gamers2007 is one of those who don't play it anymore. I mean, he does have the new game, but he only played it like twice and gave up on it. We started up this group called SVR Gods, and we were all just cheap asses. Didn't give a damn. There was a thing called the overhand punch or something like that, and the move after that was unblockable, and then they had the RVD back roll. And there was another guy in SVR Gods called Nunu the Sickest. And,
I love that name.
and he was the guy who found out the freeze glitch with the punch, I think. Okay. Like, it was some freeze glitch with the Fist of Fury.
Okay.
And they would just freeze. You can't unfreeze them at all. And that's how... You get mad at people, they beating you, you want to win, you freeze them and just wait till they quit.
Oh, man.
That's what I used to do.
Well, I'm not going to lie, what was it, back in 08 or 09? I think it's 08. On Xbox 360, I used to be like that, where there was this car. I never made it, but I saw it on back when, remember how CC was back then, where you can go into little parties and trade cars?
I think that must have been 08 because 09 had the highlight reel.
So like, yeah, it was like that, right, in 08. And I had gotten a Floyd Mayweather car. And it was really cheap fucking car because you would just do a lot of those combos, unblockable combos, and freezing and all other shit. And sometimes you could split matches too with the car. And it was really crazy. And I used to be part of this thing called Clan Killers where we would, whoever's in the clan will fucking face them and just fucking destroy them and shit because of our noobish ways and shit. And you know, so yeah, everybody has a dark time when they're in the community. So that was mine. So don't feel like, oh yeah, you're a noob and shit like that and feel bad for it. Fuck that. Yeah,
and at the moment, everyone is complaining about split matches in WWE 2K17. And that's ran by, I think, Ukes. I'm not sure. Whoever, 2K, Ukes, whoever's running the server.
I don't know all that shit. Yeah.
They're having splits, but back then on 08, it was ran by Demonware, the same people who runs Call of Duty.
Yeah.
And they had split matches on 08, 09, 2010. All the games from 08 till now, you will run into a split match. Yeah. Just the servers now, bad.
You
Very bad.
You don't have to do anything for the shit to split.
Bad.
You know?
Wait, what you were saying?
You don't have to do anything for it to split. You can just do a regular fucking match and it automatically split.
Yeah, you can just stand there and split.
Yeah, just in the middle of a fucking entrance where you really can't do anything.
Exactly.
Oh, God. Fix your shit, 2K. Like, for real. I know a lot of you 2K executives are listening to this podcast right now. Fix your shit because I am that popular right now. Anyway, so.
Oh, wow. Cocky, just like I was back in the day.
I know, right? Yeah, no, it's not cocky. It's confidence. Right?
Oh, it's confidence.
Yes, okay. I'm aware of my shit. Listen, ladies, I'm a confident dude. I can't even say it with a straight face. But anyway, so tell me about K12.
Dude, I don't remember anything really about that. I just...
All right, enough about that then. Let's
I got in there just for a little bit and I left. That's right, cool. What it was.
How about MOD?
MOD, this is where I got friends with Inferno. And I met some people, like some of his friends, and one of them was Havoc. And I knew a couple of other friends that were joining. So some other guys were joining MOD, so I asked to join, and he said yeah. So I was like, man, how do I make a demonic call? That's the first thing in my mind. I'm like, wait a
It has
minute.
to
Do
be,
I have?
yeah.
That's why I asked him. Do I have to make a demonic call? He's like, no. It just told me colors to wear, so I just changed all my calls to these colors and stuff. And I had to make a new PSN, XMODX Playa.
Oh God. So what were the MLD colors for those that don't know?
I think it was black and red. I think. I'm not completely sure. I mean, this is '08, dude. This is what, 9 years ago. So I don't know everything like I used to.
Okay.
Getting old.
How did the whole MOD thing fall through though? Because of course you're not there now, so.
I guess I just left.
Anything behind
I
it?
just
Any
had enough.
bullshit or just amicable?
That I don't know. I don't remember. I think I just left. I think I just had enough. Like we didn't. I didn't come to.
Was it
agreement.
one of the 50 billion times the MOD died and resurrected? And
No,
shit?
no. I
Okay.
just think it was a little argument. I'm not sure. That again, I'm not sure. So
Well, it's in the past, so it's not like it's something you want to dwell on anyway. If it was that, who knows? But all right, now so we're gonna talk about EOE, which for people that don't know, what did EOE stand for? The initials.
excellence of execution.
Ah, very nice. I dig it. All right,
Yeah,
so now
we were Bret
who ran
Hart.
that clan?
Man, I think it was franchise. Nobody hardly knows him. He used to be in the Brotherhood with Charisma and Moonstar.
Okay.
And franchise was the leader. I think like Obi. If y'all know who Obi is, he was co-leader, and I think that was it.
Shout out to Obi. All right, so how did that go about? How did you join them?
Dude, we were so tight. We played Call of Duty with each other. All of that. And one day we were just all playing the match, and I don't think I was in the match. They were playing the match, and they all just were like, "Man, let's start up a clan." And this was a week before. This was a week after FAM was made.
Okay.
Okay, so when EOE was made, I remember Andy, maybe BH, or maybe it was Julie. I'm not sure. I used to call him Gully.
Gaio.
Yeah. But I remember they used to go on our channel, and like the channel had comments. I don't know if they have that anymore. I'm pretty sure they don't. But the channel had comments, and it was drama because FAM was made, and a week later EOE was made. So it was like, just all this drama shit.
Was like, we came out first type of bullshit, or?
Yeah. That's exactly
Okay.
what it was. And
Yeah, I remember how clans were like that back then too. Yeah.
I think we had a little clan battle. I don't really remember, but yeah, just EOE was just it wasn't a show. These are when shows were not a thing. This was 09. This wasn't 2010 when Story Creator first came out.
Was 09 one of those things where you could defend your belt online?
No, 08 was the last one.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I barely played 09 because I was in the hospital that whole summer and shit, so yeah.
And I don't understand why 2K doesn't come out with that.
Because there's so much bullshit with that. The servers, first off, the servers have to be great. So you don't want to like, I lost my belt because we
Yeah, I just won this belt. Oh, it can't transfer to me. I'm sorry.
Yeah, exactly. You know, fuck that. Fuck that.
But yeah, that's it was clan battles back in 09 till Story Designer started in 2010, and
Right.
then FAM was the first one who did it, and I was like, wow, this is great. I think their episodes were probably 30 minutes, maybe 40.
Which is good. You know, you don't want to have like a fucking 3-hour show and shit sometimes. It's
Well,
just-
there was really nothing that they didn't have that many cutscenes in my opinion in 2010 when the games became like when the games, man, I'm already screwing up.
Don't worry about it.
Like from 2010 to 13, they had a whole bunch of new scenes that were good. And yeah, and back in the day, it was just all texting instead of talking.
Right.
For instance, that Road to Famiversary with Darren, it had your text, add me on PlayStation Nova 525.
Now, all right, in my fucking defense on that shit, right? right, now first off, I don't remember doing that. I'm gonna stick to my fucking word. I think that shit is photoshopped. And if it's not, if you go back to that fucking episode, I think
No,
it's
I don't think it's photoshopped.
I think it's episode 14 or 12 or some shit like that. That I make my debut. Then I don't know. Maybe it was ROM or something like that. I don't know, but because everybody knows if you add me on fucking PlayStation and you want to do a match or some shit, I'm like no, and I hate being bothered for it. So like, what was the point of me going, hey, add me on there, but don't do a goddamn thing? Like that doesn't make sense. Yeah. So who knows what the fuck? Anyway, but I don't remember doing it. But anyway, go ahead, keep on.
What were we talking about again? Oh, the texting.
Yes,
but yeah, and then I'm gonna say it now, but we're gonna most likely we're talking about it later. I'm the one who kept like fighting for voiceovers instead of the texting thing.
I remember that. Yeah.
Yeah, I was the one who fought for that. I'm like, dude, I had so many ideas, but most of them didn't come true.
When it comes down to the cutscenes and everything, I prefer voices because it's kind of hard to determine the tone and everything like that when it comes down to text. Like, I will beat you at Fanniversary.
I will beat you, and then put like an emotion of like pain or sorrow or something. You know how they had that in the story design?
Yeah. Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah, you put like disgust and like happy or whatever.
The video that I did, like the I had the fucking pain facial expression.
That's right. Yeah. But you know, you're busy reading. You can't really look at a person's face, though.
I know, but still.
Yeah, that's how the game was. But thank God they evolved from that, and then now we can do voiceovers and shit. But and also even then when they still had a text and we did voiceovers, we just had to put ... to keep the to keep the cutscene going as long as we want and shit. Like, oh god.
I know.
Yeah. The things we did, the things we sacrificed for our arts. But you guys should fucking kiss our hairy beanbags because of that shit, because we went through a lot. But so now a lot of people know you from like the car contests and the mixes and everything like that. So how'd you start off with, like, let's say for example, the car contest you did with 2TM? How did that start off? How did you guys end up hanging out and shit like that and doing things?
I think he just found my YouTube and he added me from there, told me who he was. I think I saw like 2 videos from him. I think it was because Small Worm, J2F. I gotta call him J2F. Okay, J2F.
No. We're gonna stick with fucking Small Worm for now, yo. Fuck that shit.
Small Worm introduced me to 2TM. Okay, he showed me his channel, and I saw 2 videos, and I'm like, I like this guy's creations.
Okay. And
this was in 2010, and I think this is when text chats started coming out.
Okay.
And it was Small Worm, me, 2TM, and a couple other people. Maybe even K2N was in there. There you go, another name drop. But yeah, we were all up in there, and that's how I became friends with Merc.
Okay. So yeah, all that happened with the whole car contest thing.
Yeah, let me talk about
this. You did the Xbox
contest
side, and he did the PlayStation side, right? So,
yeah, I had an Xbox. He came to me. He's like, "Hey, you want to do an Xbox side? I'll do a PS3." And I already did a PS3 in 2010, but I think this one was the end of 2010, or maybe it was 2011. Maybe this call contest. No, this call contest was in 2011.
Yeah.
I did one in 2010. I think Merc did one in 2011 in the beginning, and I think we both did one at the end of 2011. And that's when,
I was in that one. Yeah. So,
that's when the greatest of all time, DT Bomb, was shown. Oh man!
For guys that don't know DT Bomb, right? Let's just say from my experience with DT Bomb, he was in a lot of car contests. And he got over because of his popularity, I guess. A lot of people knew him, and they went and voted for him just because. But if you looked at his fucking car, all he wore was black pants and like a gray fucking long sleeve shirt. That was it. No designs on the tights, no fucking nothing, right? He just wore street clothes to the fucking ring.
Yeah.
And a Jersey Shore haircut.
Yup.
And that was it. And it was baffling because like a lot of people who put a lot of work into their cause were not making a higher rank as fucking DT Bomb, because DT Bomb will get into like at least the top 10, right? So
No, I think he was in the top 5.
fucking top 5, even worse. So a lot of people that put a lot of work in their cause and being there and didn't get to his level were fucking insulted naturally.
Yeah, but we also found out these were all fake accounts. Most of them were just like accounts that just like DT Bomb's videos. Well, I think I saw a couple. I'm not sure, dude. This is back in 2011, but I know some of them were fake accounts. And I remember I made a video about this, and honestly, it's up there to one of my my greatest like top 10 videos I've ever made, and I wish I still had the file of it. And it was me making his call on 360 and telling 2TM, man, you got to put me in this call contest. Look how cool my call is, and it's the same, shirt, pants, shoes, everything. The entrance, I think, was Ted DiBiase Sr. Had that too, and then I had a part where you hear 2TM saying PlayStation, and I'm like, oh, you said PlayStation, Mark. Okay, here it is, PlayStation. And I made it on both, and I actually used the call to fight online.
Wow.
I think it was funny, so I was like, screw it, it's another attire, whatever. I called it OTD Bomb or something like that. I don't know.
Oh man.
I think it was OT Bomb or something like that. Mm-hmm. But yeah, good times. My dumb stupidity.
Now you mentioned the Ted DiBiase Senior entrance and everything like that. So now we're gonna go to the whole DiBiase gimmick, where you had the $1 Million Championship and everything. You come from money, you come from class, and all that shit. But so how did that start?
Oh man. So I was always a fan of Ted DiBiase Jr.
Right.
Okay. His father, I watched a lot of his matches. But I watched Ted DiBiase Jr. when he was fighting in Japan. Then he came to WWE. I just like money gimmicks. You rich, you're cocky, you're the fucking man.
Yeah, I feel like if you're a heel, being rich would definitely get you heat.
Yeah, but he started with Legacy, so he wasn't that. He wasn't like what you call
the priceless.
He still did the priceless thing a little bit, but it wasn't like he did the gimmick he rode with Maurice.
Right. Yeah.
And I was just a big fan, and Zoe was a big fan of Maurice, and me and Zoe did a lot of mixed tag matches. And
shout out to Zoe.
Yeah, shout out to Zoe, because I got some things to say about that in a little bit. Yeah. To clear the air on a couple things. I tagged with Zoe a lot. It was just mixed tags, and
those were the thing around that time,
Yeah, we just came out with this, you liked Maurice. I'm a fucking huge fan of Ted DiBiase Jr. Let's do the gimmick, with our little flavor to it. The Ted DiBiase Maurice gimmick with our little flavor to it. So,
right.
Yeah, I'm just repeating myself. I'm dumb.
So you're saying it's just the Ted DiBiase Maurice gimmick with your little flavor to it, right?
Yeah. I just wanted to repeat it to make more sense.
Yeah.
Because sometimes I say shit that don't make sense.
I remember getting into a whole debate with my brother about Ted DiBiase, where I was a huge fan of Ted DiBiase, and my brother was a huge fan of Cody Rhodes. So when they did the whole priceless thing, we were trying to figure out, because the whole thing of when it comes down to tag teams and when they split up and go to singles, which one's the Shawn Michaels, which one's the Jannetty. So I was always like, oh, but look at Ted DiBiase, he has the look and everything, he's bulky, and even though they're both legacies where they have famous dads and shit, I think Ted will go farther because he has a better fucking look. Cody's a little too small and shit. And of course, at the time, I didn't like Cody that much. He always had like a punch me look in his face. He's just fun, just like, "Grr," you know. Now I love the shit out of Cody. Like Cody's awesome. Every time I see him like on Arrow and shit, I fucking pop. But or in wrestling, whatever. But But yeah, I was really wrong because I was really going for Ted to be like the new top guy. But of course, life happened. So.
But like I was saying, we pulled off this whole $1 million couple, and the key word to this was couple. Okay. And people actually thought we were a couple. Right.
Of course, that's not the case, right?
No, not at all.
Exactly.
No sexting, none of that. That people were telling other people that we were together. Me and Zoe hung out in Xbox parties a lot. I talked to a lot of Zoe's friends, which also became like my friends. One of those friends is actually known widely throughout the community right now, which is Kimberly Woo.
Woo!
Woo! Yeah. But a lot of people really thought we were a couple, and it was brought to me the other day by somebody about, oh, did you really hit that? I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about? I mean, everybody knows Zoe's a guy now. Well, was always a guy. He was just posing as a fucking female. But, I knew about this before, a lot of people knew about that. You think I was going to go hit on a guy? Oh.
And some people just can't understand the fact that maybe a guy and a girl can be friends. I grew up having a lot of female friends that I never really got with. Well, a couple of them I did. But it's still the fact that I had a lot of female friends growing up. I had more female friends than I had guy friends. And like now that I'm an adult, yeah, I have more guy friends. But yeah, it's possible. It's fucking possible as long as there's no feelings involved. And of course, with you and Zoe, there was no feelings, just straight up friendship.
Yep.
Yeah. So like with all that stuff, how'd you get with the whole AWALL business? Because you were in EOE shut down, right? And then formed AWALL with some fam guys. So like that whole big thing. Yeah. Any information or any feelings on how you went about it, or how it went forward, and like maybe like things that shouldn't have happened? Any regrets with that?
No. What was supposed to happen is I was supposed to be in fam.
Right.
Merc was trying to get me in fam. He was trying to talk to Rom to get me in fam. And then, like, 2-3 days later, the fam channel got shut down. The EOE channel got shut down.
Yeah.
And I'm like, damn, well, there goes my fam opportunity. I mean, I was legitly sad because the EOE channel had a lot of good videos on it. The first video we ever made in 2009, that's seriously like one of my favorite clan videos. Sucks that it's not on YouTube anymore because somebody took the channel down. I don't know who, but I have a feeling I know who, and I'm not gonna name drop him, but I'm just gonna say
it's Dutch. Dutch is the hacker.
Yep, it's Dutch because Dutch was in the EOE. He shut the channel down. Dutch Jim, you motherfucker.
I put my ass in your face, and you said no.
Don't do that.
Some people don't know that joke, and it's only for the people that do. So there you go.
Yeah.
After all was said and done, and the whole EOE FAM thing, AWALL thing went down and everything. So a lot of people from AWALL went and jumped ship to FAM and formed FAM SmackDown, which you became the top build on that brand, where you became the first ever
FAM Global Champion.
Which now a YouTuber has. So how you feel about that?
Hey. I went to fam as a pretty popular YouTuber with like 2,000 subs. At the time, WWE Games wasn't getting that much, subscribers and stuff. This is when, the whole call thing started, basically. But if a YouTuber has it, a YouTuber has it. Motherfucking Rom, you better sign me and let me go whip these motherfuckers' ass. Who? I don't even know who has it. Damn.
I think it's what was that big dude?
Element.
Is it Element?
I don't know.
I thought it was Big Red NY or something like that. I think he has it.
Whoever has it, I'm gonna whip your ass.
Well, by the time this uploads, it could be a completely different person. It could be an Narcomus, because I don't know when we're gonna upload this. It could be right after
Narcomus kick their ass, man. Kick their ass.
Or if he lost, like, tough break, man. I mean, shit.
But yeah, I was the first. I was about to say ME. First fam global champion, and then the pay-per-view. The pay-per-view after that SmackDown, I lost the championship.
Yeah, that was Cyber Fam Day.
Yeah, and you know, I don't think I was really supposed to lose it that quickly.
No, you
but
weren't.
I like the ending. You know, I would drop the title if it's a good ending, and in my opinion, I thought that was a good ending. But you know, I talked to Rom. I'm like, hey, listen, it's my title. Give me back my title. You know, let the rematch happen. I'm gonna take it back. Let's not do 3 matches now. Let's just 2. You know, just 2 of them, and do something to Sui to where it, you know, there's no more rematches after I get back my title. Rom's like, okay, baby. You know, and then when the match was in production, Rom's like, oh no. This is when I started streaming on the fam YouTube.
Right, okay.
And I was streaming Elimination Chamber, and this is at the time that I fucking hated your guts. Let me tell you something. I hated this motherfucker so bad that I went on Audacity and made a 30-minute rant on him. I didn't agree with any of the shit he was doing in fam. And I made a 30-minute rant to Rom, and I didn't send it. Really? I don't know why. Yeah, no, I didn't send it. I was just like, no. I wish I did.
You could have uploaded it.
It was
right
just
now.
it's like he's corrupting the clan. I don't know why the fuck this guy is, you know, all this shit. And 2 weeks later, I think it was, we did the stream, and you did something to where it pissed me off. So I got out there.
It was the other way around, where you did something that pissed me off, and then I said something that pissed you off.
It could have been that.
Yeah.
Most likely, it was probably that.
Yeah, I knew exactly what it was, but if you want, go ahead. It's your story.
So I left. So I left the call. It was Skype. You know, I left the Skype call, and I just ranted about you in this stream.
Yeah.
You know, and everybody's like, "Fuck Nova. Nova's a piece of shit." And I'm like, "Oh shit." You know, like after the stream was done, I was still pissed off, but like a couple minutes later, I'm like, "Oh God, what have I done?"
And that sparked the whole, you know, Sean Nova's overrated and Sean Nova's a dick rider. I remember this was I think this was for 2013. I remember we used to upload all these little trailers of not the trailers, but yeah. Okay, let's go to the trailers. The trailers, and then my shit had the most dislikes, and then we started uploading entrances and shit. And then my shit was, because I was Intercontinental Champion at the time, I didn't want a basic ass entrance, so I recorded multiple entrances and did the work myself. So when I uploaded it, everybody's like, oh, Sean Nova must have sucked BH's dick in order to get a custom entrance, yada yada yada. I'm like, motherfucker, I did the work. And there's people like Eamon Drake. Eamon Drake was like, oh, Sean Nova's a dick rider, he's overrated, yada yada yada. And then now when I look back at it and I look at it now, like he's liking all my fucking tweets and he's a cool ass dude now and shit. I'm like, dude, fucking 5 years ago you hated my fucking guts. Which I think a lot of people feel that way. Like I think unless you get to know me, like you really fucking hate my guts. I'm either love me or hate me. I don't think there's any in between. But yeah. So when it came down to the whole thing with your match at Cyber Fam Day, when you lost the global championship, you weren't supposed to lose it because it was supposed to be a champion versus champion feud. I had the IC belt, you had the global belt, and it was supposed to be like that type of feud where like a Hogan Warrior type thing. Mm-hmm. So like yeah, you weren't supposed to lose it. And then I think your rematch was on a SmackDown, and then the whole storyline was you got the Skill Foundation to come in and beat up Sui because I was going to get Sui's feud with the Skill Foundation up and running, and then I was supposed to go in with the save, help Sui out because of our feud. Yeah. So that was something. But anything you want to like add to that?
Yeah. First of all, I was just laughing like a minute ago because you mentioned the WWE. Was it the WWE 13 stuff with the little trailers?
Yeah.
Oh my God, dude! I don't even think what was mean your storyline in 13. Yeah, it was in 13.
Yes, it was. Mm-hmm.
Okay, the little
It was
trailers,
from 12
man.
to 12 to 13. Yeah.
Oh my god. I remember I got so mad at you off that trailer because of the fucking you took the time to draw my call.
Right.
Okay? But I got pissed off
I did it
because
twice. I did it twice too. Yeah.
I liked it, but the trunks, the money trunks, it looked like it was baby OTP. Everyone was laughing. Everyone was laughing at it, and I was like, man, I was a cocky motherfucker. I was emotional back then. Like that. I was pissed the fuck off. I was like, man, I'm about to go make another 30-minute rant on this bitch. But yeah.
You would have been well within your right to do so too. Like I don't really care.
I 13 feud. Wait, what? What you were saying?
No, my thing is if I fuck up, then feel free to fucking say whatever the fuck you want on me. Like it's fine. I had it coming. Like I'll accept that shit.
Yeah. Like I was saying, the 13 feud that we had. We
still have it, baby. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. It's one of my favorite feuds.
Okay.
But
Same here.
Chaos.
Kevin Villanova.
Yeah,
Angelo Victoria.
He was talking about the Fam Survivor Series.
Yeah.
And how I got mad off of that match. And it was true, I did. Because I was tired of jobbing. I felt like I was the jobber. Brian DiBiase was a jobber, just like Ted DiBiase Jr. I'm like, no, I didn't want to go to Fam to job all the damn time. And you tapped me out in like, what?
Like a handful
10
of
seconds?
Yeah,
like 10 seconds. And this was when we played competitive. And, we knew the outcome of the match. Right. But we didn't know what was going to happen in the middle. We just played it out like, we just came up with spots on the fly. But when I tapped out in those 10 seconds, I muted my mic. I got so pissed off. I'm like, yo, I'm tired of this fucking jobbing bullshit. So around that time, I went to Rom and I'm like, I'm losing the DiBiase gimmick.
Right. But hold on. So now the whole thing was that my reasoning behind the whole situation with the Survivor Series match was your team's going to win the overall match, right? So
yeah.
And then the whole thing, my thinking was...
Wait, we won? I forgot.
Yeah. Angelo,
oh, shit.
Angelo's the one that got the pin on me, right. So, like, I wanted to do Angelo right because he lost the table match. So I wanted to, do him justice and make him go off on top so we could separate without having to fucking do another feud. So,
yeah.
So, he got the pin on me. Dutch was already whooping my ass, so I needed a quick comeback. So after I got the best of him, after the majority of the time of us being in the ring together, him beating my ass, I got him, and then when you came in, I wanted to put you in a submission move, and you tap out automatically because one, you're a heel, and two, it's not really that important of a match, so you're like, oh, I'm not going to get injured and shit like that. So it kind of made, of course, you're a heel, so it made you look more heelish. It get you mad heat. You're like, fuck that, it's not worth it. Real fucking quick tap out. So, yeah, of course, if I was in your situation, I'd probably be a little bit pissed off too. Like, damn, I lost so many fucking matches. But then again, you got to think, you were the first ever global champion. So no one's gonna take that.
Yeah.
It's not
I
like
was
fucking,
cocky.
It's not like a Jinder Mahal where
shit.
he's gonna have the belt one time and fucking as soon as he loses, he's never gonna fucking get it again.
Yeah, I just thought I was hot shit back then, and now that I look back at it, I was, like I said, I'm just a cocky son of a bitch, and
it's one of those things like if you where you think about where before you get mad. Think to yourself this: a year from now, is it really gonna fucking matter? If not, then just leave it alone.
Yeah,
so,
like looking back at everything and that happened in Fam, like I was just a dick in the beginning, and as of now, which I'm not in Fam, I'm just cool, And when I look back at stuff that I did in Fam, I'm like, man, I wish I can go back in time and correct this stuff, because there was a lot of stuff back in the Fam days, We're not going to get into it.
Right.
But they were fun. They were sometimes not fun. But,
like... That's everything in life, really. There's always going to be some highs and lows, ups and downs and shit. But, the whole... The unfortunate incident in FAM where half its members left, you and me included... from various reasons where there some people were fired, some people were
Yeah,
were
people
had
might
quit
think
because
that
as a result
I
of it,
was. People might think that I was fired.
Right.
What happened in reality though
Okay.
is I was supposed to complete something for Rom,
Mm.
and I was just a lazy motherfucker, and I didn't do
Man,
it.
I don't want to do all that.
Yeah, you know, BH even mentioned there was one time I was like, "Oh, I did audio for fam. I'm taking a week vacation." And dude,
Which,
I
to
never
be
thought.
fair, doing audio for fam does require a week vacation afterwards.
Yeah, it's
There's
just
a lot of shit.
it's just when people bring back the old me when I was in fam and just my ways and stuff. I'm like, did I really do that? You know, that's
Right.
all I ask myself. Like, wow, did I really do that? Or is like, am I like they trolling me or something?
Yeah.
Max brung it up the other day.
Max
that,
Alberti?
Yeah, he brung it up the other day that I used to go to Twitch streams and shit on TXW quality. And I remember because I heard Kevin's podcast. It all makes sense to me now. The reason why I did that is because somebody in TXW was talking shit about fam, so I went and talked shit about them. But Max said I made multiple accounts, and I'm like, there's no fucking way. I might have
Right.
made one, but I'm not gonna waste my time making 30 emails to go and troll.
Right.
You know, but there was people who posed as me back in the day.
Oh,
I
yes.
mean, shit.
I've
People-
gotten friend requests from like a lot of people that are like, oh
Yeah.
my god, it's
I had the oh my god, it's OTP. People did it different ways. Especially I had hello, I'm OTP. When I first got on PS4, and there's like 4 different ways of people doing it, and people were getting mad at me because I was doing something stupid in 2K15. I'm like, dude, I don't even play online on 2K15. What are you talking about?
right.
You know, those posers. I mean, shit, dude. You gotta understand. If it was me, I would say it's me, motherfucker. You know. But yeah, that whole trolling stuff with TXW. I mean, if I hurt anybody's feelings, which,
Get the fuck over it. It's been fucking what, 5
get
years?
the fuck over it. You know. But no, I apologize for if I did all of that shit, and I think I also shit on Cameron, but Cameron was Cameron back in the day.
Listen, all of us, we had our moments of being really fucking immature, and now we're
Yeah.
older and wiser to a certain extent because we still do stupid shit. But fucking Victor Morgan. But
I am Victor Morgan. I am Victor Morgan. Yeah.
I'm dancing to that shit now. But yeah, fucking stupidity gets the best of us sometimes,
Yeah.
and it's something we can't handle. It happens to everybody, so don't condemn somebody because odds are you probably did some stupid shit too. He who's without sin shall cast the first stone, that type of crap. So, it's whatever.
Yeah, but man, the whole drama with Cameron back in the day, man. Fun times. Fun times. I mean,
Kevin was talking about how he had, like how he didn't know it, but I had made Angela Victoria fart in the face of Cameron in that video. Which
Yeah.
again, I just want to explain. I didn't mention that it was Cameron. Only Cameron knew that it was Cameron. I did not want to put him on blast. I didn't want to do all that bullshit. Only the people involved and only people that know. I guess Cameron is the only person that would really know that was him. That wasn't in FAM. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it wasn't like, oh, I'm fucking calling him out because I never once said it's Rambo Panda or Cameron Bash.
Yeah, but you did call him Commando Koala.
Still not Rambo Panda. Okay.
Okay. You put him a John Cena shirt. He was a huge fan of John Cena, probably still a fan of John Cena.
I'm a
we
fan
all
too.
saw a picture of Cameron in John Cena gear throwing up the damn John Cena signs, whatever
In the
they
stream,
call.
yeah.
Yeah. But I remember me calling him a fat ass when I think I was fatter than him at the time. Yeah.
Irony. Well, I guess it's like black
Irony.
people with that. It's black people with the N-word, Like you guys can say it, but no one else can.
Exactly.
There you go. See, I saved you. There you go.
Yeah. But Man, I mean, let's talk about Cameron a little bit.
Okay.
More. I remember I first saw Cameron. He was a big fan of Fam.
Right.
Made a video. Was like, I think it was like sending submissions on why you like Fam or something. Maybe it was something different. And Cameron made like a video about. No, it was on. BH used to have weekly shows or something.
Okay.
And
oh yeah, was it the BH experience or something like that?
It was so I remember
where he had Wabashi hit himself in the balls, and then fucking Merc was doing the Chow from the Hangover voice, like, take this, asshole.
Yeah. Revenge is better served on a cold plate. Take this and this.
Oh god.
Revenge
it's not over. This is game.
It's
oh,
but yeah, I remember BH used to do like weekly shows. Like, you would put on like sunglasses and shit.
Right.
And Cameron was on that show, and that's when I first saw him. I'm like, wow, look at this fucking Fam fan. And then when I got an Xbox, he was dying to play me. He was dying to be on my streams. Hey, Cameron was young, so you know. But now, look at him. He's the motherfucking Fam leader.
It's a beautiful thing, isn't it? You just like look at it and you're like,
crazy, dude.
It's like going to like a brother's graduation, you all proud and shit. Like,
yeah, and he's hella cool.
It.
Yeah, he's hella cool. Like, and for those listening, Cameron's the one who came to me to ask me to host the Family Awards.
Yep. And it was him and Rom's idea to have me come back for the Rumble and shit. So yeah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So,
and despite the last conversation I had with him, where there's like a whole big heated discussion between me and him. Not gonna get into that story. Maybe when he does the podcast.
You don't speak to me like that.
I just did. But anyway, so maybe I'll talk about that with Cam if he ever joins the podcast.
He needs to.
Right, he does. Maybe he already did. It depends on when I upload this fucking episode. So
yeah.
But yeah, we had our history and everything like that. But of course, we all grown from it. And he wanted me on there. They talked with Rom, and Rom's like, "Oh, good idea, baby. I was thinking the same thing." And then that's what happened. So props to Cam. He fucking did a lot by the fans, by us. So I can't really no hard feelings ever anymore.
He did the damn Rumble.
Yes, something I was afraid to do. Yeah, like,
I was like, my God.
I was like, Rom, I will book it with you, but I am not going to fucking edit that shit.
And I got to say, that was a very good Rumble. And let's talk about it.
Now, for people, this is where a lot of people probably listening to the podcast for, because before the Royal Rumble got uploaded, there was a whole big campaign to try to get you into the fucking Rumble. I was one of the main perpetrators in it because I wasn't trying to get you in it. I was trying to like troll you a little bit when it came down to like, will you be in a Rumble? Won't you be in a Rumble? That type of thing. And I went as far.
My neighbor.
I went, yeah, right. Just check yes or no and shit, like fucking middle school when you ask a girl out and shit. But anyway, so we I did a real fucked up thing where I went to a Five Guys Burgers and Fries. It's a very popular fast food chain. Up and coming, I guess. It's not McDonald's or Burger King, but still. And it's the middle of Times Square, so it's packed like a motherfucker. And they have this gimmick where they have a board, a post-it board, and you put little drawings there or whatever the fuck, right? And I put, ask OTP if he's going to be in a FAM Rumble, and I put your Twitter account on there, and then I post a picture of it on Twitter and shit. And surprisingly, you didn't get that many
nothing
questions on nothing.
Not
at
even
all,
many. Nothing.
Which is fucking weird because, like, again, it's a very popular gimmick in Five Guys Burgers and Fries where they have that. They actually supply the notes, the notepad, and the markers or crayons or whatever the fuck, and it's crazy. But a lot of people still did ask you from time to time, like the Eamon Drakes out there in the world, that would ask you if you're going to be in the Rumble, and of course, memes were made and shit like that. So, of course, that didn't happen. And a lot of people were disappointed. So anything you want to add to that? How you felt or anything?
We were watching it together.
Right. Mm-hmm.
I was at Stacy's house. Me and Stacy were watching it. I was talking to you over Discord.
And mind you, we didn't know what the hell was going to happen in the Rumble.
Yeah.
Like, not even me, even though I was guaranteed to be in the Rumble, but I didn't play my part, so I didn't know what the fuck was gonna happen.
My call was always on the server, so maybe Cameron might have been like, I'm gonna surprise him, Right. So there was moments where it was like think it was like 2TM and you, and I'm like, wow, there's all like members that have been in the clan for so long, Let me come out. Come on me. Come on me. not like that.
You by yourself going, OTP, OTP,
come on.
OTP.
It's a perfect moment. Come on. And nope. It was a YouTuber. I'm like, damn it, Cameron.
There was one specific moment too where it was like me, Merc was in the ring and shit like that. So it was like a whole big moment where if you had came in, it probably would have been a bigger moment because of the fact that the three of us and our contributions, is that the word? Inside the clan. And, so it was just like, it would have been fucking crazy. Because the three of us never really been in the ring together. Of course, I've been in the ring with Merc. Merc's been in the ring with you. You've been in the ring with me, but not the three of us. So it's kind of like an Austin, Hogan, Rock thing, you know what I'm saying? Not to say that we're that big in FAM,
because I don't think I was that big.
Because there's always the the BHs and the ROMs and the Andy Badwills and the Gunses and shit like that. So props to them. We're not them, but it'll still be pretty epic.
Yeah.
Right. So it was a bit disappointing, but the Rumble was still good overall. Hopefully you'll be in Famniversary, but
Oh no, the campaign's starting up.
Yeah. Everybody listening, make your memes right now. But so of course let's talk about ME, because while we were gone from FAM for a while, we end up making ME, and a lot of us, like, there used to be an FAM, like you, me, Suicide/Vengeance, Stacy, Mike Ace, Dude, Devil, like a lot of us just went and just made our own little WCW TNA type thing.
Yep. And right.
You became the first ever World Heavyweight Champion. So see, again, you're first ever champions and shit. So don't ever sell yourself short. Because we all been there. I've been there more than I care to admit. Where I'm like, no one gives a shit about me. But at least you have something to fall back on, because you were first ever champion twice on FAM and ME. So. Yep.
And then they got that scramble match coming up that you're working on.
Oh, it is so beautiful. You have no idea. It's almost done. But almost done editing and everything like that. I'll probably give you a free preview that no one else can see and shit.
A free preview.
Yeah. No, normally I ask people to pay. Should I charge people, right? Fucking shit. But so yeah, we have to worry. Hopefully it'll already be uploaded by the time this uploads. If not, real fucking soon. I say that a lot, and it's sort of
you're uploading 2 podcasts a day. I'm pretty sure it's going to be
2 podcasts a week, yeah.
Yeah, before. Well, did I say a day?
Yeah.
I mean, 2 podcasts a week. I'm sure, by the time this goes up, we'll probably be like maybe 2-3 weeks from now. Yeah. I don't think the event will be up.
It's really close, because that's the last match we have to do. That's it. That's the last match. So who knows? Maybe at least a match card video or something will be up.
Yeah,
but
something like
that. Now, because of course, like I deal with the podcast, I deal with the FAM thing, I do the ME thing, and then the real life stuff where I'm raising my sister and dealing with life, got a job, all that other stuff. Mm-hmm. So it's whatever. But who knows? But anyway, it gets to the point right now in this podcast that we answer the questions that are submitted by the fans. If you have me on Twitter, I will announce where I'm when I'm interviewing a certain person, and then in the replies, or if you want, DM me if you want to be anonymous, any questions you have for that person. Now, this situation we have for OTP, of course, and the first question is from, of course, the adorable Stacy Lynn, your girlfriend, your wifey, your companion, your better half,
mm-hmm. My love.
The yang to your yin, or the yin to your yang, or whatever the fuck. As Stacy Lynn 89, why weren't you in the FAM Rumble? We already established that, Stacy. We already got to that shit.
Well, it's kind of her fault too. She didn't pay for my Uber. She didn't pay for my Uber. Or like the mix, like the mix said, I went to the wrong arena.
Yeah, and that T-shirt too. Yeah,
that T-shirt. Let me tell you something. That was thought the day of the rendering. I'm like, I gotta have something special, like the end of a movie. For instance, the first Scary Movie,
Right.
when the credits rolled, after the credits, it was Doofy getting sucked off by a vacuum cleaner.
Oh yeah. Holy shit,
Yeah. So I made the mix look like a movie. It was proper to have credits, and then
Or for people that haven't seen a Scary Movie and are young, the Marvel movies have mid and post credit scenes. So.
Yep.
But yeah, you had one where you were talking to Merc and you were talking about how you weren't there and shit like that. You had a T-shirt that said I wasn't
there.
So that was pretty cool. But now, the next question is from I'm going to like switch and like not in order. Well, after this one, I'm gonna go back in order, but because it makes sense here. Chase TB at Chase TB3 as he flips through the book of Five Head and Royal Rumble questions. He really can't decide. So, how's the wife and kids?
Oh, I don't have all of that yet.
You broke, nigga. You broke.
Yeah.
Oh, you want to go? You want to talk about that whole fucking that prank you tried to pull on me and shit?
No.
All right. Come on. We gotta do it. I already mentioned it. We gotta do it now.
Well, you explain it then. I'm not explaining nothing.
Okay, fine. So fucking now, shout out to BH, okay? Because you'll understand why. All right, so BH, Stacy, and Brian were in a call, and they added me to it. Now, I wasn't the only person this was done to. This was done to a couple other people too. Mike Ace, Hunter, people, like that. Anyway, so I joined the call, and they were telling me that Stacy had gotten pregnant. Now, I don't understand the whole goal behind that. Like, I was supposed to, flip over it or some shit like that? Like, oh, hell no, what? I'll pay for the abortion or some shit. Like, I don't know what was the goal behind that, but BH now...
Reactions.
Alright, yeah, right? So, now, BH, bless his fucking heart, I'm sorry, BH. I'm gonna have to fucking tell the truth. You can't prank anybody for shit. Because when you're saying that Stacey's pregnant, I hear you giggling while doing it, right? So you're like, so Sean, so Sean, Stacey's pregnant, right? And I'm like, I smell bullshit. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's something rotten in the state of Denmark. I'm just like, I know something's up. So it says Stacey's pregnant, and then you pull the Dave Chappelle, like, I'm broke, nigga, I'm broke, and all that shit. And I was just like, all right, fine. Instead of just saying you guys are full of shit, I'm gonna play along. So I was like, you guys are like, oh, I don't know what to do about the baby and shit. Like, we can't really support it, yada yada yada. So I was like, Stacey, have the baby, do not get an abortion. I will raise it. It will be my kid. I will be the baby's father. Like, I will raise it as my own. Fuck OTP. He's a fucking deadbeat. We could just say, like, I was born as a light-skinned baby, so it could fucking, it could be plausible. If people have doubts, I will show them my baby pictures.
Oh, man.
And, like, this whole shit, and, like, it was like a prank switch around to another fucking prank. So I flipped it on them, and it was like a whole big funny shit. Hunter, on the other end, he kind of like, I think he was a little bit worried about that.
Dude, the story was, I came up with the story that I took Stacy to the bathroom of the fucking arena that we went to Raw in. And
yeah, you guys were alone in that bathroom too, apparently, right? Yeah.
And Hunter believed this, and Stacy never went to the bathroom that whole damn event.
Yeah. Is that what you mean where you first met, or is that just like more into your relationship?
No, I think that's when we first met.
Okay. So yeah, that's the whole fucking thing where, fucking BH is giggling fucking ruined it.
The best reaction was Rom.
Oh yeah, tell me about Rom's.
Rom was like, huh? Oh yeah, yeah.
He went full Alpha 5 on that shit.
Yeah, he was like shocked. And he had the best reaction. He actually thought it was real. I'm like, are you serious right now?
That's
okay.
Amazing.
All right.
It's a good prank. It was just that at the time, I think he was like, BH was just, like anticipation on what I was gonna be, my reaction was gonna be and shit. But like it was just funny because he was just giggling throughout of it. So yeah, that was it. But now let's go back to the questions. Peyton at Peyton Solaire. I'm still waiting for them to call your number at the Royal Rumble. How much longer do I have to wait?
Till the next one.
To the next one. All right, perfect.
Mm-hmm.
Eamon Drake, baby. Shout out to Eamon Drake. We already mentioned you in the podcast. Hope you're not upset. So, at Eamon Drake HF. When are you changing that eye patch to something new? Okay. And where is your music?
About the eye patch. Let me put it like this. Never matey. It's eye black. It's not an eye patch. People call it the Band-Aid. People call it I call it the eye black.
I used to thought it was Band-Aid too, yeah. Like the Nelly thing. Yeah.
I mean, come on. I've been having it for so long. I just can't get rid of it.
Yeah, now fucking... Apparently, Mojo Rawley's a friend, so he's using it.
He's got two of them.
Yeah, right?
He's doing double duty. And what was the second part to that question again?
Where is your music?
It's on my hard drive.
All right, so the next one is from Adrian Bowen at XX_what if300_XX. Perfect fucking name. What does OTP stand for? I say One City Prostitute.
It's actually a One True Playa. OTP was actually given to me by Small Worm. Another Small Worm drop.
Hashtag Small Worm movement.
But my first PSN was One True Playa. I was always called Playa my whole life, so I came up with that. And then
you're from Louisiana, of course you're gonna be called Playa.
Yep. And Small Worm started saying OTP, so I started saying OTP myself, and now it's still OTP after all these years. And a lot of people just call me different things. OTP. I was playing Call of Duty. And like, oh my God, it's on the phone. Okay. What? Are you serious? Okay. Oh my God, it's One True Piggy.
Oh yeah, God.
It changed from One True Piggy to One Tubby Piggy, and then it changed to One Tiny Penis.
Oh yeah, that's for like any of the females that really want to piss you off.
And then it changed to Open the Pussy. And then it changed to One Tasty Pickle. And I forgot the other ones.
Well, just make it up, right? I guess it's open-ended. It's like what's in the briefcase of fucking Pulp Fiction and shit.
Exactly.
All right, so next one is from Cody Hagen. Shout out to Cody at Cody Hagen 2016. Update your ship because it's 2017 now. When will you return to FEM with Stacey Lynn? And it would be awesome.
I would love to return to fam. That's up to them. I did the Fammies. Never know what's gonna happen next. Just keep watching the shows. I might end up there.
By the time this shit uploads, he probably already in there and left.
Yeah, I'm probably like, dude,
the time
I'm on
period
the
between
road.
recording it and uploading is like fucking a long time. So,
bro,
we're in June right now. We're in June right now. Just so you know, like if you're watching this in like fucking October and shit,
there's no way this is gonna be in October. It's probably gonna be somewhere in July, dude.
We just uploaded last week the 2TM one, and that was before the Rumble, so that was like a month and a half. Like, so who knows? I already recorded like fucking 10 episodes before this, so who knows? But maybe I'll switch it around. Who the fuck knows?
Yeah.
Anyway, so yeah, there you go, fucking.
And he also said about Stacy.
Yeah, like you returning with her.
I wouldn't want her to come with me. I'm pretty sure. Well, Rom really doesn't run the storyline. Maybe, yeah, I think he still does.
He still does. I think so.
Oh, he's still, yeah. She's definitely not coming. It's gonna end up in another kidnap situation.
No, that was my idea. That was my idea. That wasn't his. Trust me, it would have gotten much worse if I had what I fucking wanted.
Oh man, for so long I thought it was Rom.
No, that was me. That was me.
You bitch.
It's me, Brian.
I didn't like that fucking storyline at all.
It would have been much worse. Trust me. There was a lot of compromise. You should thank Rom. It would have been much worse. So, anyway. You're mad quiet right now. I think you're gonna fuck me up.
No.
Let's finish these questions first before you fucking beat my ass. Anyway, so J Money Miracle at J Money Miracle. Favorite year of your wrestling career? I guess career.
I'll say WWE 12. That's when I started.
That's a
in
shitty
fam.
game though. Oh.
No, to me it wasn't.
Remember, you couldn't use fucking Paint Tool online.
On Xbox, you could.
Oh, yeah,
Everything on Xbox was better, and I still stick to that. Well, on the 360 PS3 side, it was always better on 360. Now, I actually think the game is better on PlayStation 4.
I remember back then the whole catchphrase you used to say all the time, like, man, this don't happen on Xbox.
Exactly, because it didn't. Dude, I would make a call with Paint Tools, go online, and most of the time I could fucking play. I go on PS3, it just doesn't work.
Yeah. But anyway. So, Danny Big Boy Herbert at Derpsaurus. How do you join FEMA? FMA. I think he meant FAM, but he switched up the letters.
FMA? Forever my ass.
Forever my ass.
Forever my ass. That's all I gotta say about that.
If it's FAM, just keep doing what you do best. Make sure you upload your work. And whenever it's time they're accepting applicants, make sure you link them your work. And that's it. And the second question from Danny Big Boy Herbert. How big is Batista's dick?
10-inch.
My favorite one is X-Pac. He's like, oh, it's this fucking
It's
big.
fucking big, like this big, man. I don't know, but it's big.
So, or fucking, what's his name? Tony Atlas. He's like, oh, what?
His laugh is fucking so annoying, but so funny at the same time.
It's contagious, man, I tell you. Striggs X when he is booked at Call Striggs. What is the legend behind the one city prostitute? Want me to answer that question?
Yeah, go ahead.
Alright, so now, in the epic video of, like, the best edited video ever on YouTube, right? Like, for real, I should have gotten paid for this shit. It was the Call Cribs, right? FM Cribs with OTP.
Dude, we gotta talk about that. Like,
right.
we got to talk about it after the questionnaire. It's gonna be in the middle. We're gonna have some stuff to talk about at the end of this video.
After this question, we'll talk about it because this shit it's so painful to watch, but it's funny. It's like one of those sci-fi movies where it's like fucking like Sharknado.
And you wrote all of those lines too.
Right. So like the whole premise of the video is let's talk about it now. Fuck it. The whole premise of the video is a tour of OTP's house. This is back when he had the $1 billion gimmick.
Yeah.
And you know, it was like really outrageous shit. I got the idea from a Chappelle show skit where Dave Chappelle was acting like he was a millionaire and he had like, ooh, pterodactyl omelets and shit like that. And like he opened it and like, you know, the little fucking dinosaur comes out of the egg.
That was from
shit.
the Lost Episodes, dude. I know all about Chappelle Show. This is where I get my comedy from. All of this funny stuff that I do, I was inspired by shit like Chappelle Show and Keenan and Kel. There's so many TV shows and movies I can just, you know, tell you guys that I
Paul
just
Rodriguez
love.
shit, yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, so like that whole video was just touring through his house and the outrageous shit that no one else can get, like the fucking 5D TV where you actually into the whole thing like VR style.
Man,
getting with fucking Paris Hilton.
I don't have 3D, but I totally skipped your 4D. I have 5D. You know?
Oh man,
best line.
And like the whole, my favorite shit was the whole the thing with the car, and it was like the ROM alarm system, and then it's like beep 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 beep. Why? That was pretty funny. And then it was like the Sean Nova one with the fishes in the rims. Because people said I looked like a fish in 2012 and shit. Oh, 2013 and 2012.
This was in 12.
Yeah, because there was like the short arm glitch for fucking cutscenes. I hated that.
Yeah,
I remember that shit.
Man,
so,
that whole video was cringe, but it's funny. But you know, people got to understand it was just trying to build up my gimmick, and people didn't really like it. You know,
it's so shitty. It's good.
Yeah, you know, if you see something so shitty that is good, then it's a masterpiece. I don't
It's like
fucking know.
Birdemic. It's like Birdemic or Sharknado or Crocosaurus, whatever the fuck those sci-fi movies are. But
Yeah.
yeah, it's just like that. It's really, sometimes it's cringeworthy, but sometimes you just want to look at it. It's like, what the fuck was Sean thinking? Because I wrote that, I recorded it, I edited it. The only thing I didn't do was voice work from Brian, which probably was the best part of the whole fucking thing, was the voice work. So yeah, and then so at the end of the video, I guess it's supposed to be like something like I was watching it at the end of the video, and I was like in my apartment looking at the TV and watching Brian do all that shit. And I got a phone call, and I mentioned that OTP. What does that stand for? One city prostitute, and that's how it started.
Yeah.
Anything else you want to talk about that cringeworthy video?
Yeah, that's some in mine. It
I'm
was
expecting
shit.
an Oscar for that too.
It was shit. It was shit. I'm sorry. It was
Yeah,
shit.
no, I admit it too. It was fucking crap, but I love it. It's mine.
the fucking, like, this is the bedroom. This is where all the magic happens. Yeah, like, oh.
What was it? He had a rug made out of something. What was it? Unicorn or something?
Unicorn. Pure
Yeah,
unicorn. Yup. Pterodactyl eggs.
Yeah, diamond water.
Diamond
golden,
water. Robots make my food.
Yeah, golden robots make your food and shit.
Yeah.
The most outrageous thing: a room for just your money.
Yeah.
Just like
Shit like that. It was too much. It made me look cocky, which I kind of wanted, but people really didn't like that. I'd be like, what the fuck is this shit? I'm pretty sure it's got a lot of dislikes on YouTube. I remember
Probably.
I looked like a couple months ago and I had a lot of dislikes because fucking Frisco liked it or something. Every time somebody would like that video, I'll go look at it. I'm like, man, what was me and Sean thinking?
That was my first time using the green screen effect. So yes, please bear with me. No, actually, it was the second time because I did it for my my mix, and that was stupid too because you can see like the what do you call that shit? The letterbox. What is it? The aspect ratio.
Oh,
just,
yeah.
Yeah, and it was just very cringeworthy. But learning curve. You gotta fail in order to succeed. So anyway,
Yep.
The next question is from, let me see here. Norm6 at Speed Force Norm is a series of questions here. When am I getting the big old cookie?
Okay, let me first explain why he even asked that question.
Okay.
Mr. Champion, which there's no, he asked a bunch of questions. I'm pretty sure he was, but I told him nothing from him because it was going to be a bunch of dumb shit. But I told him, I'm like, dude, you look like Colonel Sanders. So we were in the old call Discord, and I started saying that stuff, like with a big old cookie, and Norm just got a kick out of that. But the answer to your question, I think KFC has it. Well, if you want a cookie, go to KFC.
Go to Philip Seymour Hoffman. That's what I used to call him too in the car roast. But all right, and then the next question he has is, how many titty pics do you have to stored in your hard drive?
I don't have any.
Really?
People gonna think I do, but I don't.
It's just nothing but fucking mixtapes and shit, right? That's it.
It's nothing but like music, recorded videos from PlayStation. It's about it. Like, that's all I do. I just use this computer to edit. I don't use it as fat material. I don't have any fat material on here, so.
You have a girlfriend. You don't need it. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Exactly. All right, now then the last question from Norm is, what is love?
Baby, don't hurt me. There you go. There's your answer.
No more. All right, so Ham at Harmonics.
You call him Ham. It's harm.
It's Ham, isn't it? I'm looking at it. Right
No. It's HARM. You said ham. Like fucking
now. It looks like
turkey
it
and-
says ham. Oh, the R and R
Big
and M
ham.
together. Big ham. But sorry about that, Harmonics. My bad. I'm blind. I'm getting old, man. Fucking 31 didn't call you is just like 90. So just bear with me.
Yeah, I'm
right.
getting there too.
I know you're like what 85.
Maybe 70.
Okay. Damn, fucking, you just gotta widen the gap, right? That's just fucked up shit. All right. Anyway, his question is, will you ever do another 3-man mix like you did with Sin, JJ, or the 4-man mix you did with Gucci, Stigma, and Eno?
That depends on the game and how I feel about it. I know a lot of people wanted me to do another mix for like so long, and the last one I done before the 2K17 one was in 13. And I was just tired of editing. And I'm borrowing Stacy's brother's capture cord. So it's easier for me to get footage that I need from it. So instead of using the PlayStation 4, recording that and putting everything on a flash drive, and sometimes it's slow on the process to transfer from PlayStation to flash drive. It's dumb. So I just thought it was easier to record like that. And I was like, I listened to this song called Kingdom. It was
Shout
really
out to
good
William
call.
Kingdom.
No. I heard this song. It was a song that was in the For Honor trailer. I was like, man, it's so good. And I'm like, man, it's so many good syncing parts to it. I got to use this song for a mix. Went on Twitter, and I asked, should I do it in 17 or 18? 17 won. I did it on 17, and everyone loved it. But like the question, it's just depending on the game and how it is. If they have free roam camera next year, then maybe
the possibility just got up
the
higher.
possibility, it goes up a little more.
All right, so now this is from Dab Guy Bye at Bad Guy Bye. Alpha? It's just the word alpha in capital letters. You know, so.
I don't have no reply to that.
He has the best questions. It's like him and Champ are just like neck and neck. But anyway, all right, Prince Ferengi, 13, at Eco Frenzy is what is the most disappointing thing that you have done in COD? I think that's like tapping out to my 525 at Survivor Series.
I was just too cocky. I thought I was the shit. Like the whole 2TM wanting to get me in fam. I'm like, yeah, you want me. I don't need y'all. Y'all need
you
me.
You came to me.
That's basically how I saw it back then. And when AWALL was formed, I was like, I'm in. No, you have to do a tryout. No, I'm in. You know, cool runnings. You can, the guy's like, I'm the driver. No, you're the brickman. I'm the driver. But yeah, you know, I really had a big ego. I was cocky. I thought I was the shit. Thought I was the most relevant motherfucker in the game. Everybody liked me, you know, and I was just sucking it in.
And there's something that people gotta understand, right? When you're in a certain position in this community, because a lot of people in this community, I'm not gonna name names. If you listen to the podcast, you know exactly what I'm talking about. Multiple people, not just one person. Where sometimes you feel like you're big in this community. Where honestly, when you get down to it, it's all of us in front of a screen playing video games. But some people think it is more than that. Where, you know, fucking they wake up like fucking Eddie Murphy and Coming to America, where fucking the royal penis is clean, your highness. It's shit like that. But you know, fucking some dudes brushing his teeth and wiping your own ass and shit. But it's not like that. People need to realize that. People that have the ego trip need to realize that. But then again, it's a situation where we're in a high-profile thing, whether it's FAM or any other show like Valor or whatever, and people are cheering, and every time you do something, you tweet something, everybody likes it, and doesn't say anything bad about it, it does get to your head like you can do nothing wrong. And I understand that. But also got to understand that the root of it is that we're all just playing video games. And, you know, Brian understands that now. I understand that now. I'm just saying it for people.
Yeah, I was too immature. Like, okay, let's go through the timeline here, okay? About, let's say, around 2010 to WWE 12. Okay.
Uh-huh.
Around those games, I was really cocky. I thought I was the hottest shit, and everybody wanted me, to be on their show. I was the reason it got views. I just was thinking, stupidity. And I was immature, but as the years progressed, like let's say I think no, maybe it was in the middle of 12. I started, maturing a little bit, and I'm like, man, I gotta give back to the community some kind of way. So I did. I think it was maybe it was 13. No, it was 13. I started getting a little bit more mature, and I'm like, man, I gotta do something for the community. So I started doing these daily call entrances, recording people's calls and everything. I went through shit for that, like just lots of time and patience. My computer even fucking fried doing that shit. Too much editing and everything. It's just like I said, I realized I was cocky, and then I'm like, here's my, apology. I'm going to record people's entrances. I'm going to, play against people. In 13, I did a couple of matches with people trying to, learn this sim shit. And then I got shit on for it because I didn't play too well. And that's how the sim song was made. Yeah, I'm bringing all this stuff. Man, we should make another podcast, but I don't know. But I'm just going to keep going.
Yeah, this time we can always do another one down the road.
Yeah. It's just all kind of stuff. The sim was just too popular back then. It's not as popular as now as it was back then at the moment. And I'm glad about that because people took it too damn seriously. There's a couple people that still take it seriously. I'm not going to name names because I just don't want this to become drama because
their name has probably already been mentioned. Don't worry about it.
Yeah. If I don't want no, drama off of this podcast like Enzy's
don't need no
podcast
hateration, holleration, dancery. All right,
yeah, because I could say a bunch of stuff, that can cause drama, and I'm not for it. Maybe later, but I'm not for it right now.
Let somebody piss you off, and then we're gonna do the next episode of the podcast.
Damn right, fucking rant coming. Fuck
I'm gonna upload it that day, so you won't be like, nah, you know what? Let's just fucking forget about it. Like, no.
I know.
You're gonna be like NZ. You're gonna fucking stick to your decisions. God damn it. But anyway, so the next question is from Mark Brown at XX Fate Y2J XX. I'm sorry. When do you think you'll have the opportunity at the title? I guess the FAM title because you're already ME World Heavyweight Champion.
I'm not a fan though.
But I guess if we ever were to get
did somebody leak it?
You heard it here, folks.
I'm back.
Or is it the Valor Championship? You're gonna beat up Maxwell Verdi or whatever the fuck, or whoever's champion at the time?
Yeah, I'm going there too, man. I'm gonna be everywhere. I'm going. Look,
I
made a video
like Cody
today.
Rhodes, man. You're gonna be Cody Rhodes.
Yeah, I made a video today. I'm an ROX.
You're gonna be the ROX champion.
Yeah, I'm being that champion. I'm going to WTW. I think Big Action Bronson is the champion. Fucking, you think I'm acting crazy? I'm gonna fuck you up, motherfucker. Taking that title. What else? Bitch, I'm gonna be the Joshua Phoenix, the new one, the white Joshua Phoenix.
The white chocolate.
That's me, motherfucker.
Exactly.
White chocolate.
Wigger. But all right, so now this one's from Sick in the Head at Sick in the Head. Number one, do they really say that you're the man? Because they all say I'm the man. But all right, so number two, if they mess with you, will they get them hands, bitch?
Yes.
All right, of course. Next one is smooth or crunchy.
Smooth. Why
I don't
people
know. I kind of
ask?
like crunchy. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Are we talking about peanut butter? I think we're talking about peanut butter.
Sometimes I like it smooth, sometimes I like it crunchy.
All right. Depends on the day. All right. Now the last question is from Matthew Storm at the Matthew Storm. What inspired you to come up with your own custom theme music?
Nobody had it. I didn't hear nobody with a custom theme. So, and basically when it was, WWE was coming the next gen, I'm like, I have to, stand out. And I'm like, how? I saw the creation suite. It sucked. 15 was awful. Oh yeah, you can upload your own logo from the computer. You can have it on the game.
That was the one
Awesome.
move they relied on to make it fucking work.
Yeah. But everything else on that was just complete garbage. And I'm like, man, how am I gonna stand out? So I'm like, let me just make my own theme song.
And I actually gave you that idea too, because I was like, dude, you have to have your own theme song because you've done a lot of shit like the CM Punk wannabes, and we should have talked about that too. And a bunch of other songs, like a Batman song, which of course I like, shit like that. So like, oh my God, it's OTP. I'm the number one fan. Please sign it for me. Fucking love it. But yeah, so like, yeah, you definitely should have had your own theme song. I'm not gonna say it's my idea because you probably thought of it before. But I pushed for you to use it because you wanted to go back and use a different theme. I was like, nah, stick with that shit because that shit is the shit.
I try many things to set me apart from what other people are doing. Back then, it was the Band-Aid. It looked like a Band-Aid, okay?
I always said it was a Band-Aid.
It was
the
a Band-Aid.
The Band-Aid and the garter belt.
I'm going to talk about that later. It was the Band-Aid. I started it in 09, and I'm not the person who first wore it.
Okay.
It was a tag team call.
Okay.
Me and Lil Fate, we were called the Trademark.
Cool.
Me and him were planning on, what to put on our calls to make it look like a tag team. Like, what kind of pants? You couldn't put logos on the pants in 2009. For some reason, don't know why. In 2008, you could put like the tattoos and stuff on the pants, but in 09, you can only apply it to tights. But we liked using baggy shorts or track pants and shit.
Who didn't?
So he's like, check this out. And he showed me this Band-Aid under the eye. I'm like, oh, that shit looks cool. Let me try that. So I did that. I did that. I did bandanas on the head and shit. I tried to be, different. Even though I was a cocky son of a bitch, I was also trying to be different, stand out from the rest. And all of a sudden, 09, there wasn't people using that. 2010, maybe one person used it. 2011, started seeing more using it. So I'm like, okay, let me try to do something else. Let's see if they're going to copy this. Put a leg band. You'll call it a garter belt. I'll call it a leg band. Cesaro has the motherfucker. So,
I'm not. Hey, listen. You are a grown-ass man. You can wear whatever the fuck you want.
It was something, but it wasn't like totally my idea for that either.
Okay.
It was Charisma.
Ah.
Yeah. He got me into doing that. I'm like, that doesn't sound like a bad idea, so I did it. And it took a little while. Like in 12, I think it was WWE 12. I started seeing people use that shit too. I'm like, oh my God, what's next? And to this day, you still see people, not with the leg band, because the way they made the logos now, you can't make it straight.
Right.
It's so dumb. They need to fix that and the little fading when stretched. But I can't put the leg band on, okay? I would just take a logo and just put it under my eye. Just like, the little rectangle, put it under my eye. Really didn't put that much effort into making it look like it did in '09. Well,
Simple but effective.
yeah. So this year, I still see I still see people using it. So I'm like, well, let me put a different type of Band-Aid. Let me put like the actual eye black. So I did that, and nobody has, put it on their call yet.
But I think
I'm waiting
it's
for it.
synonymous with you. That's why, yeah.
Yeah, I'm waiting for it. I even have if you ever, my calls are on Community Creations. If you ever go to it and go download some of my calls, each call that I have up there has a unique eye black. The one, my purple and black attire, it has the word Playa on it. I think I have the one with the angel wings. It has like a little heart on the eye black.
Aww.
Yeah, it's like I put unique eye blacks now. I'm trying to stand out, and my theme music is always going to stick to me. I don't want to change it at all. No matter if I would go back to fam. If I would go back to fam, they're going to have to deal with it. I have to
They
have
will
my theme
all
music.
say that you're the man. Or
They
they're
have
gonna
to
catch
deal
the
with that
hands.
theme. I spend too much time on it. I mean, to me, it's kind of poorly written, but it's, it just fits me.
It does, and I dig it. It's the best theme that I've heard. Well, there's some other ones that are cool too.
Yeah. Each promotion, if I ever go to another promotion or league or clan or whatever, and, I'm there, you're going to hear that song.
Yeah.
It's not going to be something different. When I did the Fammies, I just told Cameron to use my fam theme song. Because I just thought it was appropriate. But if I would ever go back there or I would go to another league, they're getting that song. Because I just love it. It makes me stand out. And
And if they mess with it, they're going to get their hands, bitch.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah. So, that's pretty much it for the podcast here. But is there anything you want to promote, like your Twitter, any shows that you're going to be on? And stuff like
they
that?
know everything.
Yeah, okay.
Oh,
Right.
I'm being cocky again.
They know who you are, goddammit. But, so...
I mean, come on.
If you want to be on the podcast, have any questions, just tweet me at 525, Nova525, and
Let me
or DM me
let me
or
say
whatever.
one thing, though.
Go for it.
I'm pretty sure people might have tuned in to get some hot scoops, some tea.
Some spelt, some tea, and
Like
weeks
I
flying and all
said,
that shit.
I just didn't want any drama from this. Y'all had enough with the NZ situation, and I don't feel like getting into, why I don't like this, why I don't like that. We can save that for another time, but it's, I mean...
Then you know what? Fuck that. I'm gonna start spilling some tea. Tony, you are a fucking bitch. I'm gonna fuck you up, motherfucker. I don't know, Tony. I'm sorry. I was just saying.
Oh,
but,
okay. But,
anyway,
I just didn't feel like, spilling the tea, just starting shit. And it already happened with NZ. I've seen too much. I know this is probably going to be uploaded between, maybe July, August. Hopefully in July.
Yeah. Hopefully.
Yeah.
But yeah, anyways, subscribe to the ME channel where High Anxiety might be up, where me, OTP, Bass Linkster Dude, and Nero are going to have a Fatal 4-Way Scramble match. We don't see that in the community. This will be the only place you see it. Well, at least for now, maybe some people copy it. But, or maybe somebody already did it. Who knows? I haven't seen it, so I think it's original. So that's it. Check it out. It's going to be good. I'm really proud of it. Whenever it's uploaded, you'll find out.
And I will admit, I was kind of nervous doing this, so... If I stuttered or said something the wrong way,
nah, you do good. You good.
Yeah. I'm just telling everybody. I get nervous doing this shit. If I would make a commentary on my channel, I'm still nervous. I don't know why. I'm just nervous.
Yeah, I got nervous my first time recording.
I'm a nervous person when it comes to speaking in front of an audience.
Right.
It's just me. I gotta train myself not to be like that, but.
Alright, but that's pretty much it. Just great talking to you, Brian. Hopefully we can do another episode. We'll talk about more shit, and you can finally spill some fucking tea. It depends on how you feel. But anyway, if anybody pisses you off, do not piss this man off because we will spill that fucking secret. But that's pretty much it, though. Thanks for coming. And that's pretty much it.
I love you guys. Tea has been fucking spilt, ladies and gentlemen. Goodbye.